shit! We start. Oh, so can you hold this? Oh,
Hey, Jerry, you got a package for 9A?
Jerry's about
paid
to
up.
get
He
those,
paid up.
those holiday bonuses right now. Sliding him those little envelopes.
Jerry, let's see the thing where you take the temperature so they can get in the building.
You want to see it? I got it.
You take the temperature like this? Yeah.
Like,
it's more accurate.
It's always hot. Okay.
What's your
No, it's
temperature,
actually for the
Jerry?
air conditioning. This will probably kill somebody. I'm playing.
So, real quick, in China, a man lifts his sleeping ex-girlfriend's eyelids, unlocks her iPhone, and steals 24 grand. After the intro, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, marvelous. Okay. Yeah. I'm on my Frank Lucas shit. 3-piece suits, Valentino cufflinks, LV shoes. I bring the shorty closer, just enough to feel the gun on the holster. Out on the balcony, feeling on the breeze. City skylines, we're puffing on some trees. Cup of Henny on the rocks with the soda. Maybach, front of the building with the chauffeur. Yeah. And he waiting on me, got umbrella in his hands and my name in the seats. No gift, baby, no thanks, no chinchillas, baby. So what happened to Frank? No phone calls, transactions hand in hand. Give the drugs to Rick, the money to Benny Banks. Talk to Craze and he talks to me. Keep my business out the streets. It's the ART.
He's not even here today. Welcome to the motherfucking podcast. Last 2 episodes, the Rick A Show. I'm your host, Rick Hero. I'm joined by 3 other Ricks. So I'm joined by Rick O.
Yo.
I'm joined by Dick Hero.
I switched over to Craze.
Okay. And Craze, el motherfucking Craze.
Yeah.
You need a hookah.
I need my hookah. Shit.
Need the hookah, the graffiti, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I don't know if they allow that in that lobby over there though.
This is corporate Craze.
Okay.
Corporate Craze.
That's Park Avenue Craze.
Yo, you legit have Craze's haircut though. Like he does that same part.
He does his homework, yo.
How do you describe that? What do you call that?
This right now is called the pajón.
The pajón.
Yeah,
Yo, can you mix the pajón with the pinky ring you just flashed over there? Just mix that all together, because that's a whole vibe. No, the pinky ring. There it is. El diablo, mira eso, coño. El diablo, mira todo ese oro.
I'm a humble guy, man. Ain't nothing happening over here. I'm a humble guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh
my God. Happy holidays.
So at the beginning of the hour, what you guys think about that? Homie was like opening his girlfriend's eyelids just to steal her 24K in China.
Man. Look. These chicks is out here. They're not faithful. And I heard about the Chinese chicks. Look at COVID. It's in all of us. They're hitting all of us. How you think the ladies getting it out there? They putting it down. It's crazy. I can't trust them. I commend that man.
We don't know if it's his allowance, and maybe he, couldn't get access to his allowance, so he just went ahead and did that, and
We also don't know the culture. He could be a choppy over there,
He could be a Chino choppy.
What would you call a Chinese choppy? That's.
Ooh, we're getting in that little zone where we might get in trouble. But then again, it's your last 2 episodes.
That almost came out my mouth. Yeah.
Rick,
I think they can't cancel it. They can't cancel it.
Rick, they can't cancel if you're ending it. So
exactly. So
you know what I mean?
Cancel before it's canceled.
Yeah. You're smart. Let it all out, bro.
That's what you do. It's like when somebody's gonna fire you, they're gonna fire you. Well, you can't fire me because I'm fucking quitting.
Exactly.
Chino
let's go.
choppy.
Let's get a Chino choppy.
Chino choppy. Damn, we gotta come up with a better name for that.
Do we?
Hold on, make a joke deal.
Yo, he's got a service.
This is organic. This is real. This is organic.
Oh shit!
This is real right
This
here.
is the most authentic you're ever gonna get.
Yeah, man.
Wow!
Right there in the lobby of a 72nd Street high-rise apartment building.
We in the streets.
Everywhere.
We
We
in the
outside.
street. We in the streets. Speaking of China, the world's population is forecasted to decline in the first time in centuries. What do you guys think about that news? I'm just throwing some news that came out.
Can you repeat that?
The world's population is forecasted to decline for the first time in centuries.
Oh, people start fucking.
They not.
I mean,
because they in the metaverse.
You know what it is?
That's why.
Check that with condom sales. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's cold?
And the little wet rags that they sell for, like, you know?
Oh, explain that. The
That's
little
very
what?
detailed. That's
Come on,
very
go
detailed.
back.
Yeah.
Everybody, listen, you
I
don't
like
have
how
the little,
we all knew automatically when he said the little wet towel.
you know. You gotta have the little wet rag. You got a little bath. Yeah, no, you got a little bath cloth.
Yeah.
And if you reel with it, it's warm. It's in warm water.
Chinchopa.
Chinchopa.
Hey, that's the shit that was gonna get us in trouble.
Yeah, see, that I don't.
Damn.
That makes me nervous.
Like the signal.
Fire.
Damn.
No choppy.
You see what happens when you start talking about the Chinese? They try to
lights up the comment. It lights up the comments too. Yo, but nah, Rick, for real. I think that Lo Chino, they out here in the metaverse. That's why they getting physical, virtually, digitally. So then they're not really getting it popping with the physical beings.
How would Dominicans be in the metaverse? Because as soon as your boy Zuckerberg came out, and he was talking about that, I was thinking like, yo, can you smoke hookah in the metaverse?
Have you seen what's going on in GTA? Where they put the Dominicans took over in GTA. And I mean, Fefa La Grande is in GTA now. So
that's true.
She is?
Yeah, they created whole worlds. And there's other people dancing in El Rio, bachata, they got Toño, they got Fefa. Yeah.
Have we gone so far as like people don't want to fucking like see each other anymore? Like, yo, come hang out. Nah. Turn on the metaverse glasses. I'll see you there. Like what's going on?
Well, that's like a big thing now as far as like people buying property in the metaverse, and so like it's something where that's the future. So
I mean, are they buying? Is there like a Dominican like neighborhood in the metaverse? Because we should be trying to get property there. And
is that a real thing? Like, do we have to already create Washington Heights, but the metaverse?
Nah, let's create La Capital, Washington Capital.
Yeah,
we create that right there. That's
a little Floridita. You know what I mean? Like one of those things like that.
So I want to thank you all. First of all, I want to thank you guys for back in November. Was it November? October. I'm sorry. We had this beautiful dinner at Suyo, and that was probably one of the dopest things that I've seen this fall. We were able to all come together as podcasters, and people were get to know each other in person. I mean, I knew Salon Chronicles and Rachel and Jamie, and I knew Bago, but I got to meet O for the first time in person.
Yes.
And Jerry, I've done interviews with virtually, but I never met him in person.
No.
So
much
that was
person, right?
Yeah, funnier too.
Oh, wow. How like what was the chemical reaction that happened when you saw it? Wow.
Was not expecting that.
No, Jerry is a trip, man. Last time he was on, it was kind of like a serious topic that we were talking about. We were talking about fathers and stuff like that. So we couldn't really, but I couldn't stop laughing. And then gave me some great advice during the dinner. So I honestly was like, I want to work with everybody that came here today. Oh shit, Dick Carroll's leaving. Costume change.
Let's go.
This Pharrell one.
It changes everything. The way he tilted the hat. He tilted the hat back a little bit, not forward, not cowboy style. This is like fashionista style.
Yeah, let's go.
Seen
He's
J-Lo
definitely complain about the coffee.
Next topic, Rick. Let's go. Come on, this is the last episode, man. Let's make this special, bro.
I'm trying to make it special, but you're like costume changes, Jerry.
I gotta go all out. There's a budget for this. Let's go.
Okay.
As one of your first guests, and now being one of the last guests, this is popping.
Yes. So Bago's gonna become a dad. I spoke to this, and I just mentioned about fathers. O's a dad, Jerry's a dad, and I'm a dad myself. I was watching television, and there's a Dominican person that on a TLC show, he goes back to DR, and he's looking for his dad.
Family Chantel.
Yes.
Of course. Pedro, dime.
Yes, Pedro, my boy. He talks to his grandmother, and she's like, "Yo, it's fine. Dominican men can have multiple families." Because he's like, "How would you allow your daughter to get with a married man who has children?" And she's like, "Oh, but your grandfather had another family and he had children." So the stigma of Dominican fathers, how do you guys feel about that? Me personally, when I was watching the episode, I was like, damn, this shit is like a norm. Like people think this is normal.
Well, I'll start. Which is one of the reasons why we did do the show Dad Repeat, which is one of the reasons why we started it.
Congrats. I haven't been able to tell you virtually congratulations on all the nominations and festivals and stuff, man.
Oh, thank you.
Every time I look at that page, it's a new nomination.
Thank you.
Can you say one more time for the people who didn't hear you? What was the name of it? Dad what?
Dad Repeat.
Dad Repeat. Dad Repeat.
Dad Repeat.
Yeah, with a P. Yeah. I know it looks like Dad Ruffy. We'll get around that. It gives you dyslexia.
I thought it was Dad Raffy for a little while.
Yeah. The thing is that if you put Dad Ruffy just how it is, it looks like Dad Rapey.
Web series.
It kind of looks.
That's a different series. It could be Dominican too, because we know some people. But
Jesus,
it's a whole different series.
Let's edit. We edit. This is live. We can't even edit this out.
You can't even edit that shit.
Oh, you can't cut this shit out? Oh, all right.
The Wambaverse. Oh shit, Jamie Ferns.
Hey, Fernie.
How do you guys feel about that though?
But like to answer your question, that's exactly what we set out to do when we did that series. We wanted to show a picture. Like it's not necessarily like the fathers are being like these extra special people. Like sometimes in other projects, it's just regular guys who happen to be Latinos, Afro Latinos, and our side of like even having to deal with that stigma. You know what I mean? Even just people thinking before they're already, what do you call that? They're coming in with their own idea of what you're gonna be as a dad, or what they think this idea of what a Dominican dad is. But like we spoke before on the other show, we're a different generation. We're trying to correct all of that.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about like growing up? I didn't have a dad, right? So obviously, you either have a dad or he has multiple families.
Or both at the same exact time.
Yes, exactly. How do you feel about Dominicans back then glorifying the fact that es la chilla, or es la novia, or it's like,
I mean, Rick, it wasn't even. Look, I'll say this: I don't even think it was that far back when, right? Like I think it was. I think it's within the last few years. This generation of Dominican men are trying to change that narrative. That narrative, exactly. Like we're trying to change that completely. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of us we glorified it. We were proud of it. Like that was something that like a lot of Dominican men low key were really like proud of, that we were able to get
away with it.
Get away with it, right? Or we thought we got away with it, but we really weren't. But yeah. So I mean, that was recent, man. That was recent, but I think it's really important for us to change that conversation and to lead by example, right? And look, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to not slide into the DM, but sometimes you gotta slide. But you just you gotta well, you know what you do. You slide over to the bathroom and
nigga.
Oh.
You know, I want.
That was two DMs. That was two DMs. You ain't even see it.
That's two.
I want to piggyback Oscar that piggyback Jerry. I think social media has a part of it as well, because I think now more than ever we're seeing amongst this generation being very proud of our kids, and it's tough now to be a deadbeat dad. Like,
you don't want to be. That's not cool.
You think so? You think so? I think
it's not hard, but you know what? It's not cool. Like, why you want to be a deadbeat? That's wild, corny. That's really corny.
Yeah,
that's real grimy. And Rick, yo, I'm like you, man. I didn't grow up with my dad. I didn't grow up. I was raised by women. You know, like you would think, even being raised by women, that you would have a lot more respect. And I think that when you hit that point for men, a lot of times there's a point in, I think, your late 20s. Your late 20s, early 30s, where you have that come to
27, 28.
Yeah,
that's where it kind of
exactly. It's that come to Jesus moment. Like, damn, I can't be living this big pun life no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be out here a lot. You just can't, because now there are adults involved. Some who have kids, your own kids. There's people's feelings. People die. You don't want to be the reason that happens. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the reason that your baby moms and then your Chia, they run into each other on Dykeman at the basketball game, and now it's a full-on just tetas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy. You know what I mean? It's cool for the first 5 minutes when you're watching it, but then afterwards, when you got to deal with the repercussions
and the trauma
on fucking Dykeman, bro.
And you know what? No matter how casual you want to do too, like how casual you want to be with, somebody gonna catch feelings. Like,
somebody
always. And you, so like if it's not you playing with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You playing with somebody, and sometimes it's more complicated. It gets so complicated once you exchange that energy with somebody. It's you know what I'm saying. It's not even cool to be out here sleeping around either. You know what I mean? That's a whole other thing. So
you can have.
Is it the fact that is it the pressure you're gonna feel like after people find out oh shit, this dude is, or is it just something that you honestly feel nah, I can't be doing that, I got too much to lose?
Absolutely.
It's the too much to lose, and then it's
everybody froze. I'm the only one on the show right now.
I'm right here. You frozen, baby.
Everybody. Oh, okay, here we go.
That's good. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yo, but not
better internet.
It's more than that, right? It's not just too much to lose. It's how you end up looking and how you end up making your partner looking. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be out
here. Your kids too. When they find out that shit out,
like you got to be the example for your kids. And I don't know about you, but I have a daughter, so for me, I gotta make sure that she sees a man that's there. Number one, is there in the home. That's number one. That's super, super important. But number two, a man that treats their wife or their partner or their woman, whatever, treat them right. You got to be that example. So all of that extra shit that you was doing when you was young, that's fine. Everybody go through their whole phase, and that's cool. It's all right. That's normal.
I'm trying to reignite that shit, but go ahead, continue.
I mean, that's a different. That's that divorcee life.
My pilot's been out for 10 years. So I'm and it's
wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's another podcast.
That's other show. Go ahead, continue.
Wow.
But yeah, fatherhood. Yeah, that the whole, especially when you have a daughter. First of all, you start thinking all of the stuff that you might have hey man, did I really? You know what I'm saying? Did I really? There were times that maybe you thought you was doing things right and it wasn't right, because that's another thing too. Sometimes you learn as you go, and sometimes, but I think to jump on what O said, it's more about also now therapy has gotten a lot more affordable. Okay. And there's a lot more people that are realizing that certain damages and psychological things that you may be doing, especially to your children, when they tell you, oh, you messed up because they did this, that one time your dad did this. You're like, oh my God, really? That's why I'm like this. So we're more conscious of it. So you really want to make sure that not only set the example, but you make sure that they don't pick up those bad habits or pick up things. You want, as a parent, you want your kid to be better. That's your job. That you want.
I think she's talking to Jerry, telling Jerry release the whole.
Yo, hook a nigga up. Yeah.
I think that's what that means. So in Pedro's case, his father completely ignored him. Was never in his life, and his brothers found out they had another brother because he was doing auditing on his father's business, and he found the letter from Pedro's mother. Now, you don't realize it, but that's trauma that's going to continue for a while, because not only did you traumatize the family that you have at home, but the family that you just created outside.
And the world is small. Your kids might end up hooking up. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That shit is a big. That's
Think
a hard
about it, man. Think about it.
It's
like it can happen. It can happen. It can happen. You don't want people to, like, you don't know who your dad is and you don't know who your siblings are. And then you kissing somebody and then they're like, oh, yeah, you.
But that only really matters when it's your first cousin, though. Like every
that's true. Second cousin, no, yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, first cousin and brother and sister.
That's the rule, right? That's the rule.
No, first, yeah. He's right. Los primos se prime.
Yeah, right. The second cousin, third.
Do they?
You know, I like orange juice.
Wow.
Hey.
Bago, how do you feel about all of this as the dad to be? Right, you're gonna have a beautiful blessing of a son. How do you feel about this? Like, I know the thoughts have now I'm responsible for another man coming into this world.
Well, I don't want to be cheesy and all, but I'm like, even here in the podcast, I've seen some great examples of fathers. Shout out to Ariel, shout out to you guys. So I think it's now for me, since I'm having a child at 44. I've had all these years where I've seen great examples of fathers. So I'm of course you can't, like, I've spoken to these two about being a father, and it's like, you just gotta go with the flow and just understand that you just gotta be in the moment and be there for my wife as much as possible. But I am very excited. I think I've already done some metrics and stuff. I think he might be 6'1", so he might be like a point guard, maybe a wide receiver. So I'm like, I'm already kind of like figuring out. You don't think so, Jerry? But you and I start
in our family. Come on,
Sophie's side of the family, they got some.
Okay, all right.
That depends.
And Lenny, what about Lenny?
If she's more dominant, like if her genes are more dominant than yours.
Facts.
And from the Diaz clan, it looks like the Diaz clans are pretty dominant.
Well, the Diaz clan, we have butts and thighs, right, Jerry?
No, we don't. Not on the. That's the Lora side. That's your other side. The Diaz, we flat asses. We got big heads. Yeah, we got big heads.
Okay.
We got the big heads. And
I feel like this is like a podcast where you come in and you talk about genetics and you predict.
I mean, we got the big heads. We got the big heads, and the Loras have, like, y'all got the bug eyes and the big butts.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
See, I'm good because on my baby mother's side, like, on my mother's side, everybody's tall. I'm the one, like, I'm the shortest one. You know what I'm saying? They're all white and tall.
Yeah.
And then I'm the oldest one, so they gotta listen to me.
I'm excited, and like I said, I have some really good examples of really good fathers. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Just throw everything out the window when you're in the hospital, bro, and just let it come to you. Ain't nobody can tell you.
Oh, okay.
You can get little advices and all that stuff, but that shit's gonna kick in, and it's gonna be the test of your life those first 8 weeks, bro.
The only advice I'm gonna give you that I think works best is, and it's not now because your baby's too little, but as your kid gets older, try to remember where you were at that age when you were that age. When you're talking to your kid.
Oh, you mean when they're
a little older, not babies. When they're a little older. When
how's he gonna?
No. But just think about how you feel. Like, there's times, like, I want to talk, like, I gotta remember, like, I don't do it in public, because that was my thing when my father would, like, call me out in public in front of everybody. Hated that. Worst. So, like, I pull my kid, you know what I'm saying? There's little things that you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this a little better. And now my kid, she's 9, she's 8, and I gotta, like, she's way more mature than I am, so she pulls me to the side. But most of the time, when I do have to tell her something, it's like, hey, She's like, Dad, stop, you're embarrassed. It's like once a day. That's once a day, easy.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh,
But I
does
do
your
like,
little
but I
daughter
do
the
like
same?
when I know I have to tell her something, I pull her to the side, and I don't do it in front of everybody. And if
Yeah.
it's something that's like in the second, I'll just say her name and I give her the look. Like,
Are you
Maya.
sure? Oh, the look. Have you been practicing your look, by the way, Bago? You gotta try to get that.
Yeah,
I
have a
practice
look.
with my puppy and it works. It's my
Another
look.
dog. Okay.
Oh damn! Don't make the mistake of comparing kids to dogs, man.
Oh no, not at all. I said practice. I didn't. I'm
No,
not expecting the same results.
I understand that, but I have friends that are like, oh, so they're like, oh, let me see a picture of your son. Okay, you asked to see a picture of my child. I show you my child. Oh, let me show you what my dog just learned this week. So
Oof,
it,
no.
Let me show you my baby.
Matching jackets.
Hey.
Oh shit. Does
Yeah, you're
your
gonna put your
daughter?
daughter or you can't put your kid on a wee wee pad. You know what I'm saying? That should be wrong.
The look doesn't work for this generation, Mozo
Yeah.
says.
Yo, shout out to Mozo. I love that guy.
What up, Mozo? We love Mozo. We love Mozo.
Mozo. Yo, Mozo, jump in. I mean, this is the last. There's no rules. Mozo,
No,
just jump
there
in.
isn't. There really isn't.
There really isn't. This is it. Yo, I'm honored. Thank you. Yo, we feel honored. To be honest with you.
No, thank you very much, man.
I'm not logging off. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm not logging off.
No, I figured it out. So it's a different link for them. So I'll just
send me the link. I'm gonna go right back.
I'll text you all that same link.
Yeah, we'll hop on.
I mean, we know they want their own shine and their moment and their hour.
Because they're here before.
They're doing their special. So
yeah.
So they can promote that. They only got one thing to promote. That's it. They're all together. That's fine.
Wait, time out. Is this the English version of the show, and then the next is the
That's a great question. That's a great question.
The stat button.
That's a good
button. Actually, Nueva York, when he came on the podcast, I think he might have been after Juan or before.
It was
because they were so they were early on, both of them. When he came on the show, it was the first time he had spoke English, and people were hitting me up like, yo, you fucked me up. He don't really talk like that with an accent. I was like, it's a character. Like, you think Jay Ramirez, you think what's the other guy from Miami? I forgot his name. No, not Riddell. Juan James. You think all those people that are on social media and they're doing these skits, you think all those things are real? You don't think it's like humor, it's a character that's been developed or whatever. But him, it shocked me the amount of people that hit me up and were like, "Yo, he knows English, bro." I was like, "Yeah, he's from Queens. He was born here. He's from Queens."
I don't know. That's the first. He's from Queens.
Yeah.
And then his name, people were like, "Oh, they were expecting, like Juan or some." His name is John. Just John.
John Smith.
John. Like John, it's not Radame or Rodolfo or some shit.
I'm gonna bring it back to my podcasting days. I'm gonna bring it back to my podcasting days. So, Rick, you were asking Oscar about his daughter.
Yes, I was. Thank you for bringing us back. Thank you. I was asking Oscar, is it the same type of relationship, or like did she say daddy? Like, how is that? Because I'm about to have a daughter, and Bago's about to have a son. So
yeah.
Just let me know what parenting a daughter is like.
Parenting a daughter is the most amazing thing in the world. It is an honor to parent a daughter. But
it's a job. It's like a real job.
Yeah, 100%. But the reality is this, man. She, as soon as she's born, she's gonna have you wrapped around wrapped around her little fingers, and
people
that's
keep saying, is that a real thing?
It's real, man. It's real. Like, you're the dad. You know what I'm saying? The dad is always the fun one. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, the dad is always the fun one. Even when you don't think you're being fun or you're trying to be serious, it's hard not to smile. Especially looking at your daughter. Like, that's the most precious thing in the entire world. So it's hard not to okay, you got it. Maybe you can eat cereal in bed right now at fucking 10 p.m. on a school night while your mom's here. You know what I'm saying?
You know your parenting skills. Okay. Cool.
I like how while your mother's not here.
Yeah.
No, we do. You got to do that. You got to build your own bond. Yeah. With a daughter, I saw a meme. It said having a daughter is like having a broke friend that thinks you're rich.
A broke best friend,
bro. Bro, it's true. Yo, you know that we had the
my next tattoo.
Yo, we had family over for her birthday a couple of weeks ago, and her grandparents.
Thanks for the invite.
You know, I mean, COVID, but
Yeah.
so yeah, you know, they was.
Oh, did you go to the baby shower?
Nah, man.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
No, I got invited. I just couldn't make it. I was stuck in the airport.
That shit was good.
Damn.
Oh man, yeah. There was strippers and everything.
Damn, Rick, why you had to bring up old stuff, man? Shit. Yo, you don't even understand how that shit just tore me up inside. The fact that I wasn't there, like that shit really hurt.
Yeah, I feel like McNaught.
Than
Filet McNaught.
But I'm just saying, you know.
Continue.
Continue.
I don't remember what I was talking about. Yo, congratulations! This is the finale, baby. This right here.
Oh shit!
This is great.
That is the fun one.
I mean, it's true. Hey, shit! I'm about to kick my ass right now.
Yeah.
Who knows the assignment?
Yeah. You know.
Rick, next question.
Next question. So, Jerry, what is your next project?
Ooh,
damn,
that was pretty good.
Actually, we're already working on. It's written season 2 of that movie.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Wait, is it before February or after February?
No, it's gonna be after.
Okay, so then,
Wait. So, what's happening before February? And it has to do with Bago's thing.
The baby's coming in that.
So once that.
Oh wait, yours is February 13th.
Yeah.
Mine's February 3rd.
Wow.
Oh shit! Oh,
yeah.
snap.
Your daughter's gonna definitely be born in January. Your son is definitely gonna be born
the first week of February. Yeah, the third. Where definitely.
Yeah, that's
Rick. Yo, how funny would be that if they date each other? Yo, that would be dope.
I wouldn't have an issue. I wouldn't have an issue.
You see, that's the kind of shit that makes me uncomfortable. Like that's the shit
Sophia's the mom of your son, so I wouldn't have an issue.
Okay. I see what you went with that. That was pretty good. I like that.
That repeat after February.
After February, at some point we got to film. We got to sit down and film it. You know, but it's pretty much written, ready to go. We've already had a couple of script readings, so we're good.
Ooh.
I like that's going to be a lot of fun. I got an exclusive for you.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know right now how things are turning out, but whatever. We're gonna have a celebration for 100th episode and season 3 of the Men on Pause, January 21st. Barrel 79. We're gonna have a little celebration.
Channel 79?
Barrel 79.
You misheard.
Oh, Manhattan News Network? MNN?
No,
location.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 79th Street.
No, Barrel 79.
Barrel 79. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a park.
Out in Audubon. It's out in Audubon and Audubon y la 160 y pico.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
So put it in your calendars, January 21st for now.
For menopause.
So we're doing
it's exactly a month from now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lots
exactly
of women on menopause.
We're going to do a celebration. Hopefully all of you guys could join us.
79th Street.
Actually,
Barrel 79.
He just wrote this comment. Menopause is hilarious. I'd be crying.
Thank you.
When I had him on the podcast a couple weeks ago, we were talking off air, and that's like his favorite joint right now. Cause like when we had the dinner, everybody started following each other, like listening to each other's shows, and he was like, "Yo, that's my joint. That shit makes me laugh."
Appreciate it, brother.
Men on pause. Men on pause.
There you
go. Oh, how does that make you feel? You met him too.
Who, Pavel?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I mean, we'll get to that. Oh, so the smartest guys in the room. The smartest guys in the room. No,
smartest guys in the room.
He actually brought it up on the episode. He was like, "The Men on Pause," because Jerry made a comment on this podcast.
Yeah, I was trolling. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. It's my favorite part of the show is Jerry and Eric Rivera. Men on Pause. Got me all fucked up. Smartest guys in the room. Shit. And people wonder why I'm not doing this no more. Smartest guys in the room. That's O's podcast. Tell us about that, man.
Shout out to Big Just and Jeff.
Mhm.
You know, my other co-hosts, holding it down for the Bronx and Uptown. And
Mr.
shout
Fu.
out to MRFU at the Chop House over there on 213 in Broadway. Make sure to check them out. If you haven't gotten your holiday gifts, make sure you go over there and buy some stuff for yourself. Treat yourself. God damn it.
The best set I've ever seen on a podcast.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And yo,
This is the way
big
you
shout
guys
out
are
to
set up.
Harold. Big shout out to Harold. We got a whole crew over there, so you know I gotta big them up. But you know the continuation of the second season, we're working on it. We're working on it. We're gonna be back after the holidays, real strong.
Costume change real quick.
Oh,
Okay.
here we go. He's in the game.
There we go.
He's
There
in
we
the
go.
game.
It's game time. It's the fourth quarter.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
cover that hairline. All right, cool.
So, Bago, a lot of people were wondering what was Bago's next project when he announced that he was gonna leave. Well, not leave, but you know, he was gonna work on some projects.
Nah, he left
after
already.
Latinos Out Loud. I don't think he left. You know.
No, he didn't. I'm busting his chops. He didn't.
So
¿Qué pasó?
we were patiently waiting. We were patiently waiting to hear Bago's new projects.
Yes.
And he's dropped some already. Can you talk about any other things that you're dropping? We saw the Knuckles thing, which was really funny, and it was a great spoof. Are there any other videos or scripts that you're currently working on? Because Bago's be very hush hush with his shit, man. I swear to God, it's like fucking.
You gotta be in the know. You gotta be in the know.
He dead ass like I'll get him as drunk as possible, and this motherfucker won't spill nothing. Then the next day he's like, "Yeah, I'm doing a fucking show."
So, exclusive here since it's.
Oh, hold on a second. I need to. Oh fuck! This he don't let nothing out. Let's see.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Just kidding. I just wanted the main screen. I kind of like, you know, shit. I need my eyebrows.
Yo, that dick Hierro looks very big.
My dick is big. No, I really can't. For next year, we know, like Jerry said, people that know, next year is. I'm just focusing on being a father, right? But there are some stuff that I am working on, but again, it's not sexy to. I can't talk about it, so it's not sexy there. But it you know, Knuckles was a lesson for me because you know, with COVID and not being able to shoot stuff for like about a year or so, I needed to have something of a short form to release out there. And shout outs to Anthony because he's the mastermind in all those videos. You know, I'm lucky to be in it and I'm lucky to be able to produce it, but that's Anthony there. But I think next year, once I get past, you know, the first couple of months of being a dad, I definitely will put some stuff out there. But stuff that I can talk about and brag about, I can't just.
Is there a sequel to the Wambago movie?
You know that I've done so many table reads for the I don't know, to be honest. I don't have any. Look, let's just put it this way. I got nothing sexy to talk about for next year.
I mean, you're going to be a dad, so that's expected, but.
Pretty sexy.
Yeah. But I have been working. This has probably been the most challenging year creatively ever in my career. I just can't brag about it, you know? So hopefully everything works out. But I definitely want to do some sketches to put out there because those are fun. You know what I mean? People do, you know, I get to work with certain people and they get to do cameos in it, and you know, and I just definitely want to be a little bit more behind the scenes. I feel like the podcast world, and you're gonna come back with a special. I don't know what it is. You're the master of like, yo, I got something coming out.
No,
hold on.
Dick Hierro on the Dick A show.
I've been working on your voice, by the way. Can I do my Rick H voice?
Go ahead.
So, guys, we're here.
Oh my God.
Go in the main screen. Rick, come on. Give him the main screen.
Is this Obama? You sound more like Obama. Okay, let's.
No, Obama's over here. Obama is right here. Rick, you're here. Rick, you're So like right here.
It's like
right here on the 10-minute of sports.
It's a little Kermit. If I perfect the Kermit and I bring it down a little bit.
This is Rick and Kermit the frog.
I got to bring down the Kermit.
Okay.
Me and Kermit had sex and we had a son, and his name was Jerry.
The thing is that he's very calm. Yeah, he's very calm.
We only have 20 minutes left in this podcast. We only have 19 minutes and 16 seconds left. Is it possible we could flip the script and ask you some questions?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I like
we are experienced podcasters, so
I mean,
when it comes to questioning, we know a thing or two, right?
I mean, did you have more questions for us? I mean, let's not take over.
I mean, I honestly I have a few, but that's a good idea. That's
well,
I have no problem
apparently
with it.
Jerry's not gonna ask you the next question.
He's delivering a package.
He's gotta get somebody's. There you go. Okay, you buzzed him in. Check the temperature.
Yep.
Jerry's gonna fuck with me later.
Rick, I have a question, and then Jerry, you go second, and then figure your question out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I go last? I want to go last.
You want to go last? Okay, you can go last. Do you have a question? Do you have a question?
I always got questions.
Okay. You go first. I go second. Jerry, you
go first. You said you wanted to go first. I think
no. But I was just thinking right now. I have one, but I'm thinking, let's go. You go first.
Okay, Rick. This being the finale, tell us how you feel about the current climate of Omarion.
Oh,
that's solid.
This is like a dry question. I mean, people are getting sick, but they're not dying. That's it. I don't think Omarion is effective enough for a virus. I think Omarion met the guy from Detroit Urban Survival Training.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't see anything. I don't think it's stopping anything.
How many times have you caught the vid?
Not once.
Wow. That's impressive.
Wow.
You got to understand. My wife was pregnant when it was happening. Anyone gonna give us an exclusive? I mean,
we did.
Bago said he wasn't gonna do nothing for next year.
I mean, that's exclusive enough.
O's doing. I love you, Rachel. O's doing. He's continuing season 2, and Jerry talked about Therapy season 2, and the 100th episode of The Men on Pause.
Look at that fucking memory. Jesus Christ.
I forgot what the fuck I was answering, but whatever.
You were saying
my wife was pregnant, so COVID hit and we got locked down, and I didn't see nobody. I was just like Michael Che, I wasn't going nowhere. And when I had to go to work, I got the vaccine and shit, and I've never gotten it.
Sheesh. Good for you.
Never gotten it.
Good for you.
Okay, that's a good soundbite. Rick, my turn.
Yes.
In all the episodes you've ever done, what was the worst question you've ever asked in the podcast? You regretted that you asked.
That's a good question.
That's a good one.
I wouldn't say every question. I asked a lot of dumb questions. I had Oz Rodriguez on the show. I'm pretty sure I asked Oz some stupid shit. Manny I had a great time with. Riddell I had a great time with. The stupidest question though is, who is Wambago? I always felt like that was the dumbest question, but you always got to open up a show like people got to get to know who the fuck you're interviewing or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I always hated asking that question. And, so what's your next project? What are you doing next? So I think those were the two dumbest questions I've ever asked on the podcast.
Awesome. Jerry, your turn.
Okay, my turn. Okay. Be it that these are your last shows and you're going out with a major bang. What are some of the surprise now that you are, been doing podcasting for a little while? What's the biggest surprise in podcasting that what's your biggest thing that you weren't expecting that kind of happened? And what's like the coolest thing that's kind of.
Okay, so Jamie asked, have I ever farted during an interview? No, I did not. Close to it, I had to hold it in. My brother did walk up mid-interview. I think it happened with Oz. Middle of an interview, dude just got up and went to use the bathroom and had to pee or whatever. So drinking beer during a podcast is not the best advice. But
yeah, I'm realizing that now.
Yeah.
We used to eat chili in the first episodes, and we changed too. That was like that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Fact.
I'm sorry, Jay. What was your question? I
what would like? So I mean, the biggest surprise of podcast, like, what's something that came out of it that you didn't even know, like. It could be like from the actual podcasting or something cool that like what's something that unexpectedly like you were not expecting this, you didn't know how it was going to be and that surprised you.
Having a relationship with Jesse Torero is one, and with everybody like Rachel, Juan I knew for a while.
Monkey Room,
him and Ariel, but just the people I know in the network. Like I have conversations with people that I would never in my life thought I was going to have a conversation with. That's basically the biggest surprise. Winning the award is another, but then again, I was up against just one podcast, and it was called Eso Se Jodió.
I know.
And when they were like, "Yo,
they did
comedy interviews, Eso Se Jodió," and the Rick A Show, I was like, "There's only two people."
Got it in the back, Rick. Rick, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you're saying it's your last two episodes?
Yes.
But if John Leguizamo says he would finally go on your show, would you get out of retirement and come back and bring the Rick H Show? If John Leguizamo says, "Hey, I want to get interviewed by you," would you be like, "Fuck that, I'm back," and then bring the show back?
Yeah, John Leguizamo, that's right.
I would do an episode with him. He's the only guest that I wanted to get that I never got. I got super close to it. I know a lot of people.
When you mean super close, what does super close mean? Let's dig deep in here. It's like therapy.
Well, he had his wife on, right? You had his wife on?
His sister.
His sister. Okay.
Oh, you had John Leguizamo's sister.
Yeah.
Marie produces Last One Laughing on Amazon Prime.
Marie Leguizamo?
Yeah, she produces Last One Laughing on Amazon Prime. And there's, obvious other connections that I know, and he knows who I am. And that's a big thing. He knows who I am, and I've had conversations that just never worked out.
Rick, quick question for you.
I also got a yes from Limano Miranda, by the way.
Oh,
nice.
And it was booked. It's just they were doing In the Heights. This is when I was filming in the Monkey Room, and I couldn't get. It had to be a date I couldn't do, so I was like, "Fuck." And then he was like, reach out in like a week or two, and then we'll figure out an actual date. So
you couldn't move things around for Lin-Manuel?
Come on, man. This is the second to last episode. Why you gotta be
Come on,
like
man.
that?
They were just within the Armazano.
It wasn't me that couldn't move things around. It's just,
within reach of your Armazano.
When you work 9 to 5 and your time also belongs to someone else is pretty difficult too.
So you didn't tell your job that you was about to interview John Leguizamo and they was cock blocking you.
Why am I in the main screen?
It wasn't John Leguizamo. It was Lynn. It was Lynn.
Oh, okay. Still another icon.
Shit, I would quit my job for Jeremy Lin. You know what I'm saying? I could interview Jeremy Lin.
Rick, hypothetically speaking, if you was to continue, who would be the next female host for your show? Now that we can't reveal it, can you tell us who that female host would be?
There's been so many.
There's only been two.
Okay, that's too many.
J-Lo, we moved.
That was after you got Me Too'd that you had to bring in a woman to kind of even things out, or
no, there was no Me Too.
Let's get down to the brass tacks, Rick. Let's get down to brass tacks. Okay, how many complaints are out there, Rick?
None. I didn't get
being
any.
Forced to cancel. Wink twice if you're being forced to cancel.
Where do you professionally want to be 5 years from now? No, I wasn't. Jayla, we were doing a spin-off show for her, which she's still doing. And then we had Ellie on, and Ellie's going to do a bachata album. So would I come back with a female co-host if the right one was there? Yeah. But there isn't anybody that I have in mind.
Rick, I'm very curious. If it wasn't going to be named the Rick H Show, what was going to be the next name? Because I understand Rick H fits for you, but what would be the second? What was your second choice of naming this amazing podcast?
Yeah, like Rick Aluminio,
the Dominican Iron Show. Like what?
Yeah.
What would be the name of it?
I didn't have a name. Honestly, I just put this name on it because it was the laziest thing I could come up with. and the two other dudes that were doing the show with me weren't really that motivated. I was the only one that wanted to do it. So,
on a scale of 1 to 10, how close were you choking your brother for him not really being into the show?
Like a 2, because he was being himself and people loved it. There's still to this day. Still to this day, people ask me to bring my brother back.
Ooh. And how does your brother feel about that?
He don't want to. He don't want nothing to do with this.
Jeez.
He's done. He's like, this is your thing. You do it.
All right. Well, people in the chat are lighting us up right now. Asking real.
Jerry leaving kind of like
Jerry just Rick Ross the interview. Don't have a favorite Hamilton song. Bago's giving orthodox vibes.
I am pretty much. Rick, can you give us a hint of sort of what your project is going to be in for next year? Like a little hint. Just tease us a little.
I don't have another project at this moment. I wrote something with Craze that we're still developing. I don't have anything crazy to announce or anything like that. It should be out maybe the 3rd month of the next year. The documentary is something that we're still editing, and still doing some B-roll footage and still doing some confessionals for. So those are 2 things that I'm actually going to work on. So I will be podcasting next year on a different show that we've developed, and I will be releasing a documentary at the end of next year. So those are 2 things that I'm actually actively working on. And then my daughter's going to be born. So
I mean, hello.
I think it's going to be.
How old does your son need to be before you start producing his podcast? 3, 4, 5?
Maybe next year.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know,
are you looking for a female co-host for him as well?
He's gonna have his sister.
Amaya's gonna be the one in there. Amaya will be jump in.
Okay.
Yes, it was taken, Rachel. I couldn't name the show that. So
Preparation H. That's a
good one. That's
solid. Oh my god!
Solid.
If I was on the Latinos Out Loud podcast right now, I'd say Rachel.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
Yeah.
So,
because I was gonna say R&H block instead of H&R block.
That's good.
I just didn't think the name. Maybe we'll come up with a snazzier name next time.
Yeah.
I like Rick H.
Your name is nice. It's cool.
It's okay.
Just people can't pronounce hierro. People who aren't Latin. So
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it. I was waiting for you to do it.
Wait a minute. We have 7 minutes left.
Is that French? Go ahead.
You can give us some questions to end the show.
Prep Ace. We have 7 minutes left.
Is that French?
Is that French?
Oh,
wow.
I must say, man, I'm going to miss jumping in your comments, brother. I'm going to miss jumping in your comments on the shows. That's what I was doing when I was at work.
Wow.
And check you out and support and just,
Rick, I created that I Love Rick account. It took a lot of work, and I'm unfortunate I got really busy on Tuesdays that I couldn't really chat with it enough. But that was me that I created that account.
I appreciate
I guess the next podcast you could do, I can jump in. But now that you know that's me, I don't know if
it wouldn't be as fun.
No, it wouldn't be as fun.
It caught me off guard last week. I want to thank Juan, first of all. I think he was like episode number 16 or some shit like that. And when nobody wanted to do the show, he was like, yo, all right, I'll do it. Whatever.
He's trying to.
You were very organized. You had like 15 questions. Like from 3 weeks before. Like I was like, wow, that was very impressive. And you read my IMDb, which was impressive as well. And it was fun. I had a lot of fun, and I got tipsy, so it was fun.
And we were at the Monkey Room, so it felt like just.
Oh my God, Monkey Room, Jesus! The amount of hookah that I had in Monkey Room, Jesus Christ!
Did you guys record in the Monkey Room?
Yeah, we recorded in the Monkey Room.
In the back. I want to thank Jerry now that he's leaving. We can say some nice things.
I love how Jerry walks in. That's the best part. He's like,
oh, I'm about to get praised.
No. I'm not talking in the back. I'm not doing a podcast. I'm just
checking my mail. I'm just checking my mail back here.
Every time I come in, Rick will leave. Okay.
Ooh. Okay, she knows about you.
Oh, she's bringing up old stuff.
You bring
Yeah, from college.
Old Rick.
Old Rick.
Oh, I want to thank you, honestly. When we had that dinner, you brought up some very valid questions and stuff that I already was thinking about, and I was like, damn. So I'm not crazy.
You're not.
I don't need to be in front of the mic. I'm better suited to do my other skills behind it, producing and writing and putting shit together.
Hone in on the things that make you great.
And I produced that podcast panel with thank you, Rachel. Rachel's here with Rachel, Riddell, Ivan, and Natasha and Melanie, and that was like a nice little moment for me personally. It was actually one of the best things that I did, because I felt like the people that went there got to know each other, got something out of it. When I finish editing, I'm gonna put it back out. So thank you for that, and thank you guys for being on this episode.
Wait, is this? I didn't get that. Is this part of the script?
This has to be.
This is how you end it. This is how you do it.
I didn't get the memo, but okay, I'm improving.
I just
with that.
Just want to thank you all.
Rick, any final thoughts before this podcast becomes very Dominican?
No. Thank you. I love you all, and you continue to inspire me while I'm not doing this, and continue to do your work. Oh, I really love your show, Jerry. You're human comedy machine, bro.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Comedy machine.
Instantly funny. And Bago, thank you for opening the door.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Are you still holding it? You still holding that door over there?
Nah, let that shit go. Like that shit.
He opened it and shut that shit right up.
Boom.
All right. So get ready.
Send us the link. Send us the link for the next one. We're jumping in.
I am gonna send you the link. I'll see you guys in about whatever minutes it is.
Yeah. Let's do this, yo.
I like it.
Yo, go use the bathroom. I just drank.
I gotta pee, yo.
A couple beers, yo.
Yeah, marvelous. Okay. Yeah, I'm on my Frank Lucas shit. 3-piece suits, Valentino cufflinks, LV shoes. I bring the shorty closer, just enough to feel the gun on the holster. Out on the balcony, feeling on the breeze. City skylines, we're puffing on some trees. Cup of Henny on the rocks with the soda. Maybach, front of the building with the chauffeur. Yeah, and he waiting on me. Got an umbrella in his hands and my name in the seats. No gift, baby, no thanks. No chinchillas, baby, so what happened to Frank? No phone calls, transactions hand in hand. Give the drugs to Rick, the money to Benny Banks. Talk to Craze and he talks to me. Keep my business out the streets, it's the ART.